Now it's time to move on to level 3, feeling. How I arrived at this level was basically just through doing the biofeedback training, by doing the testing. And I started to realize when I was doing the exercises that I could basically have a sense of whether these exercises were going to test well or not, just by doing the movement themselves. Normally when I'm doing the testing, as I showed you, I'll do it the completely unweighted, unloaded movement pattern, just doing the movement pattern and feeling how that is before I actually use some sort of weight, test the different tools and everything like that. And when I was doing this, I could feel whether that felt easy, whether it felt good, versus when it didn't. And then I would do the testing and it would verify those things. So this is how I arrived at the next level. I call it feeling because you're feeling the movements out as you do them. The idea is that all the movement is tied together, as we talked about with the testing. So when you're doing exercise, it's going to affect the different movement of your body. I really like Frankie Ferry's sort of model of the attributes of fitness. So strength is movement against resistance. Endurance is repetitive movement. Stability is resistance to movement. Flexibility is extended range of movement. So everything can be tied into some form of movement. And as I said, they all correlate to one another. So if one gets better, the other tends to get better. With the testing, what you're doing is you're using the test as a form of a measuring stick. And that's a really apt analogy because basically with the range of motion, you have a degree of whether it's better or worse and by how much. It is a form of a measuring stick. But as we showed you, there are variations, different movements you can use. You can use virtually any movement you want as this measuring stick. And if all the movement is tied together, can't you use the actual subject of the test, the exercise you're doing, as the test result itself? And I believe, yes, you can, and that's what level 3 is all about.